by like 2019, 2020, I was in my 30s, and then I started bleeding a lot heavier. So initially I thought it was like, okay, age, coming with age, different cycle, like something to be expected with getting older. So I normalized it. I just thought it was okay to bleed that heavy. And then from like 2020, 2021, it started becoming really severe. Like I became anemic. I started to have pica, which is a major sign of anemia. So I was always pale, but somehow I was always still thinking, it's just heavy periods. I didn't think it was anything to do with fibroids until there was a day I think I almost fainted in the office. Like someone just saw me and I was looking white like a ghost, and she was like, "You need to just go to the hospital like right now." So they insisted, and I went to the clinic, and they drew my blood and did tests, and my PCV was extremely low. And then I did the first scan, and that's when they saw that I had fibroids. But I think then it was just starting, so I didn't take it serious. I was like, okay. And I started to have periods where I couldn't, like during my period, I would just not be, for like 2 days, I would not be able to stand. Like I would sit if I'm in a position, I just have to stay in that position like most of the day. So it started to affect my quality of life. And then I was like, okay, now I have to take this serious and think about actually doing a procedure to get it out. I was now having serious headaches every day. To walk like a 5 minute distance, I'll stop. Like I'll walk for like 2 minutes, I'll pause, I'll catch my breath. If I'm climbing stairs, I'll climb like 3 stairs, pause, breathe. So that's how it was affecting every single thing. From like 2024, when I started having those serious cramps where I couldn't sit up and I knew I had to do some kind of surgery, I started to find out non-invasive procedures. So that was always my keyword. Like whenever I'm searching or researching, what are the I won't say non-surgical because this was surgical, but just non-invasive procedures to undertake. So by December, one of my aunties saw me and she was like, "You look pale. Why are you drinking ugu water?" Like I was always walking around with ugu water and greens and all that. And she was like, no. Like there's a hospital, she had a procedure, a liver procedure, like the year before. And there was a doctor who did interventional radiologist. She was reeling me in slowly. She didn't push me. She was just like, let's just go. Let them just, do some scans and then we'll just see, when. So I agreed. We came for the first consultation. And then, okay, let's just, she was just pushing me slowly. Once you've already put one leg in and then you've seen the possibilities, you'd not want to go back. So I did all the research, Euracare, Evercare, those were but his name just kept coming up, like Dr. Ahmed's name just kept coming up in all my research. So I was like, okay. And then I saw some videos, testimonials, I saw people like Henshaw and people just really talking about their stories and how quality of life had changed. So I was like, okay, let me just get into it. Let me just do this. So after my first consultation, I booked a date within 2 weeks because I was like, if I think about it for too long, I'll change my mind. So within 2 weeks after my first consultation, I decided to get the procedure done. I was already told it won't even take up to 1 hour. If you're being kept, you probably go home within 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours. So everything just seemed easy peasy. I came in on the day of the procedure at about 9 a.m. My procedure was for like 10. And then everything just started happening really fast. And before I knew it, I was in like the operating room. And then I thought I was going to be awake. In my head, I thought I was awake. And then a few minutes later, hey, okay, so we're done. I'm like, no, but you guys just started. They were like, no, we're done. And you slept through it. 2 weeks after, I was back to work. So I just want to say special thanks to the Euracare team, the IR Doc team, and Dr. Hamid for everything, for giving me my life. I know, like, all thanks to God, but at the end of the day, God, through them, just gave me everything back. So I'm really grateful and thankful to the team. Thank you.